Hi everybody, welcome. It's Mags, White Buffalo Divine here. It has been a minute since we had a really interactive video, and I wanted to invite all of the people who, like me, find children to be very, very sacred and near and dear to their heart. I wanted to put this out there for a while. I'm really excited to do this message for you. We're going to kind of go a couple of different directions. And part of the reason I'm recording this video tonight is it is a new moon in Libra. We are officially in Libra season. Happy birthday, Libras. But more importantly, Libra is the house of relationships. And I thought, what better time to launch a video like this discussing children. So this video is pertaining to children 18 years and younger. I'm sorry, older children of parents like myself. This is primarily just for babies, children, and adolescents. So I ask anyone watching this who is a parent, you do not necessarily have to have your own children. You can be an aunt or an uncle, a grandparent, a very close family friend, something to that magnitude. Anyone who really resonates with kids. I really hope that this message connects with you. I myself do not have children here in this earthly realm. I do have two that have unfortunately passed on that I will see hopefully one day again soon, and I hope to have more in the future. So that being said, I love all of my friends' kids. I have a niece and nephew who are very near and dear to my heart. Shout out to McKenna, who I have a feeling is watching this. She is begging me to be my YouTube marketing manager already, and the stuff coming out of her mouth is ridiculous. But anyways, I also have a stone that was given to me by a very sweet 7-year-old little girl named Addie, and I really wanted to incorporate that. She had no clue I was going to be recording this video. She's probably not even going to watch this video, but the cool thing about it is I actually had already planned on lighting a green candle tonight in representation of the heart chakra for love of children, and then she handed me literally the exact same color stone. So it just kind of worked out the best, and that will be making its presence known here. I know this can be a very protective, touchy topic with people. So before I even go into any of this, I want you to know that I have taken this entire subject very seriously. I take your children very seriously, your relationships with children very seriously. Children are very protected and very sacred. And I would never remotely say anything or do anything with any type of negative ill will towards a message coming through that is not meant for the greater and highest good. So I've actually gone a couple of different routes with this. I am going to start off with a prayer that I wrote. It's a generalized prayer, but it's a very genuine prayer that comes from my heart that I thought we could just kind of start off, that is very across the board for the collective. So I would ask, if you're listening to this now, feel free to go ahead, bow your head, close your eyes, whatever you want to do. I'm going to be reading from a card here, so bear with me. I don't know if it's going to come out very eloquently, but we'll go ahead and start. So I want to say that I come before you tonight with a prayer of love and protection and discernment over the lives of our children. I pray that the Lord, light, and higher power of the person on the other side of this video sees fit. Bless all children in the utmost protection from any and all evil spirits, entities, souls, or any other kind of negative force sent against them. I pray that all children and innocents are blessed with heightened gifts, an abundance of never-ending love, and the proper discernment that they may need to understand the difference between good and evil, right or wrong, and a successful future or a dead-end road. Please give me the honor of delivering true, correct, and righteous messages to the collective as we come together for the greatest and highest good of these babies, children, and adolescents. I pray these things while transmitting the brightest light possible from my being. Amen. So thank you so much for joining me again. Couple of things I wanted to talk about. I am going to do a little bit of a reading. This is very much with regard to, I have a lot of children over the years that have approached me that, I have sensed gifts with children who really sometimes are not able to go to their parents or grandparents or loved ones because of fear, of rejection, or maybe they've lied before and they're not taken seriously. There's a lot of that type of stuff that goes on. And, I think that that's something that sometimes I've seen, and I've had conversations with many parents about this. You kind of, I don't want to say you get desensitized or become jaded over the years, but you get so used to being a parent or a mom or a dad and going through the day-to-day operations, so to speak. And so my thought process with this video tonight is to be a third party to you and your children to provide some type of clarity, message, ideas, any type of insight or guidance. I would love to be able to do that for you and know that it is coming from a very honest and genuine place. So in my world of spirituality, there is something that I really wanted to kind of cover with you. This is a very broad subject. A lot of people think it's kind of cockamamie. I personally don't. And I would never want to characterize children as being more wealthy or more healthy than the other, or grouping them into different areas. But I think we can all agree that we've come a long way, even from the last 50 years of what parenting used to look like and where it'll be in the next 50 years. And part of the reason I do these videos is to really be interactive with you and help guide you as we move forward, because none of us know what the future is going to look like for our children when they're our age, or when they're grandparents and they have children that they're overseeing and being that, elderly figure too. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the topic of star children. Again, the whole topic and idea of star children just kind of came from, at least from a spiritual standpoint, from an energetic standpoint. I can tell you over the years, I pick up on energies, and to the point where I at times can see auras around people. I don't really care if you believe what I'm saying or not. Quite frankly, if you don't believe what I'm saying, you're either against me, and if that's the case, please see yourself off my channel. I have no reason to lie, and please know that everything I am saying is truly from my depths, so to speak. But what I can tell you is from the auras that I've seen over the years, I don't see auras in every single person. It kind of happens at inopportune times, to be quite honest. It's a little awkward, to be honest. And what I can tell you is that there are different auras of color and magnitude of light that come off of people at times. The idea of star children is children who have different levels of frequency of energy that they are emitting out into the universe. There are 3 different types: indigo, crystal, and rainbow children. So I've written some notes, and I'm gonna get a little geeky here for a second. Bear with me. The first 10 minutes is kind of a lesson. I wanna really, like I said, engage with you and just kind of educate a little bit to get your mind thinking. I want you guys to think outside of the box a little bit, because we get so caught up in just what society tells us to think about. And it's like, what a cool way to inspire and have you look at your kids differently, or inspire a new conversation, or just, teach them, or really kind of help you grow as a parent. I would love to help do that. So long story short, the idea with star children, with these auras, with these people that come in, children that are born with higher level frequencies of energy, is that they're to push the boundaries of acceptability that were put in place by previous generations, that their traits and that their characteristics will eventually become the norm. Okay, so think back about even 50 years ago, tattoos were not accepted. Piercings, not accepted by societal standards. Now it's almost an everyday thing, right? Bisexuality, lesbian, all of that, none of that was really accepted like it is now. Race, gender, all of that. And I'm certainly not getting political on this post, but you kind of see where I'm going with this. Things have changed drastically. And the whole point is that every generation, there is a brand new wave of normal being created. Every time another wave hits, boundaries are smashed again. There are 3 different types. Again, indigo, crystal, and rainbow. Indigo children are usually at an energetic level that produces a dark blue or purple aura around them. I can tell you the ones that I have seen tend to be a little bit more on the purple side, and almost like a slow burning flame. I don't know how else to describe it, but very kind of like a warm fuzzy feeling. That sounds so weird. Anyways, these children, the characteristics with them would be stubborn, issues with authority, tend to be intuitive or psychic, creative, unafraid to try new things, kind of a fearless approach. And sometimes indigo children are the first to be diagnosed with ADD or ADHD. There are a lot of adults out there who are indigo children, possibly even watching this video. So if that kind of sounds like you, here and then comes the crystal children. Crystal children tend to be born from an indigo adult. These children tend to make decisions very much from an intuitive, feeling, emotional place. All of their decisions in life are coming from that place. They often are very talented musically or listen to music on a completely different frequency and have a different perception with noises. They also tend to be very much a mediator or a counselor. If there are other children around them fighting, they're always the one trying to squash the problem. As well as they love water. They tend to also be very sensitive to high energy events with a lot of people, with a lot of noise, and really want to get out of that situation and go home or be alone or even be with their parent directly. They do not like high sensitivity around them. These children also tend to grow into adults that become bi or gay. That is not necessary for every single one of them, but that does tend to be a common trait with crystal children. Here and then, and their aura tends to be more of a translucent, clear, almost like a sun rays coming off. And then rainbow children would obviously be, as the name states, varying colors that have an aura around them. Very much the ones that I have seen, I can tell you, are almost like when the light comes through a prism and creates a rainbow on the carpet from a window, something to that magnitude. I don't know how else to describe it. It does tend to change from time to time. And these rainbow children are very often kind of in la la land and in their own world. They're very creative. They are very loving and very generous, tend to also care for others naturally. It's not something that you ever have to ask them to do. They are just very natural with wanting to care for you, care for their brothers and sisters, care for their friends. They're just a very caring type of personality. They'd also, one of the characteristics that, and I can attest to this, the children that I have seen with these auras, and these are the ones that I can tell you I personally have seen, have been all under the ages of 10, tend to have very big, bright doe eyes, if that makes sense. And they also are very rebellious in the sense that they do not care what others think about them. They do not care. If they're being made fun of, they do not care, genuinely. So those are the 3 different types. Again, it's just a fun topic to talk about. I don't expect you to believe what I've seen. I don't lie. I really, truly... I don't know how else to explain it. It's just kind of a funny topic to talk about. So neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. We're already at 13 minutes, and I will tell you right before I hit the record button, my mother called me, and we had a very kind of random conversation about a mother-daughter bond that she initiated out of nowhere. I hadn't talked to her all day, and when I hung up the phone, the timestamp I looked at, it said 11:11. So there are synchronicities all over the place already. Before I hit this reading, thanks for playing along. Let's go ahead and get the reading started. Again, this reading is pertaining to children 18 years and younger. If you are a child or adolescent watching this 18 years or younger, I could possibly even be connecting with your energy. If you feel that someone 18 years or younger will connect with this message, please feel free to share it with them. As you know, these kids are glued to technology like crazy. And obviously, if we can share any type of good messages for them, then we'll do it instead of some of the trash that we all know is out there. So, what is the collective message for my parents watching this video, for any elderlies, very leadership figures, big brothers, big sisters, anyone like that, overseeing children under the ages of 18? What are the messages for the collective? Got cards falling on the floor already. We've got the 5 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. Messages for the collective of the children, please. What are the messages? What messages do we need to get out to the person on the other side of this video? I'm being drawn to the color yellow. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. I am connecting with a very motherly type energy right now. I've got the Queen of Pentacles on here. This is, of all of the queens, the most motherly energy is Queen of Pentacles, hands down. What did I just say about yellow? We also have the Nine of Pentacles here. So Nine of Pentacles, grounded, stable, motherly, loving energy coming in. I feel like there's been some type of argument with a child lately, between siblings, something going on to that magnitude. Let's get a little bit more. What is the message for the collective? Wow, collective, please. Yeah. Stop! Y'all, Father Bear popped up. We got the King and Queen of Pentacles showing up. What did I tell you about yellow? Okay. I have such a loving, warm feeling right now with this reading. Knight of Wands popped out. 10 of Wands popped out. I feel like I am connecting with a group of stable mother and father figure. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're together currently. This could be a single father, single mother, or a mother and father that are together that may not be in a marriage or that are married in some type of commitment. The children, the children that I am picking up on are very much fiery, passionate children. And I'm saying that because I've got nothing but fire signs across the board here. 5 of Wands, Knight of Wands, 10 of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, children. Okay, so we're talking kids anywhere birthday, end of March to April 22nd. Leo would be, oh my gosh, I'm getting myself into trouble with these dates. End of July to around August 22nd, and Sagittarius would be November 22nd through around December 22nd. So if your child has a birthday in that time, or the child that you have in mind for this reading, I am connecting with you possibly. I am feeling that heavily. There's been some type of argument with this child. This child's either possibly having issues with school or other children. I'm not feeling this as a family fight. Yellow. Okay. Yellow, hello. What else we got? Messages for the collective, parental or children. If you're an adolescent watching this video and you're a fire sign, I hear you. I feel you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. More pentacles. So there's favoritism between kids. I feel like there's a child involved who feels like there is another child who's being favored over them, possibly in a sport, some type of competitive. There's competitive favoritism with a child. 6 of Pentacles here. Look, one's being favored and giving rewards. The other one's sitting here waiting, but this person thinks they're being balanced with their action. Hello, Libra season. Across the board, we got the scales. We're in Libra season. That is Libra all day. We've got the Empress energy coming through here. Again, this is a motherly figure really trying to fix a situation. You feel like you're on top of the game. You're doing the best you can. For whatever reason, your kid's not feeling that way, or the child that I'm connecting with does not feel that way. Again, and I want to point out the correlation here. So I've got the 2 of Wands, another Wands, fiery energy popping out. Notice how there's one hand on one wand, the other one's left out. This person's receiving, this person's left out. Okay, so again, competition. There's something about a child feeling like there is favoritism over another child, or a child feels like they're being favored by their mother and not their father. And I only say that because I've got 3 females on the table, three feminine type of energies, and 1 male with the King of Pentacles. I've got Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. That's 3. Hold on, let me get some more cards, y'all. I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more. Messages for the collective regarding children. What do we got? There's been a timeout. Someone got put in timeout? Someone got grounded? I'm sorry. I'm not, if it was you that got grounded or timeout, like, I don't know what you did, but I'm really sorry. Yeah. There is a kid who is feeling super left out. I'm connecting with that. Another card on the ground. Here we go. What do we got? Judgment. Okay. I am connecting with a child, adolescent energy that feels left out. They've been put in timeout. They've been grounded. They feel that they have put all sorts of work in with some type of competition, or that they've been doing everything they're supposed to be doing, and they don't feel that they've been judged correctly. Okay. I want clarification on where mom and dad are coming in on this. If you're a single parent, maybe I'll be connecting with you specifically. Let's go a little bit more. I want to clarify the Five of Wands. What's this competition energy, please? All right, this is, I am connecting with what I feel is like a child, tweens, or older right now. Okay? The Heaven and Earth card popped out. And I want to show you guys what I'm seeing here. So notice the wolf. I don't know if you can see that. The wolf is here. And the wolf is here. The wolf or dog here. This energy that I am picking up on is one who is very much a leader of the pack with their friends, or with your kids in general. They're the one that's a little bit more spunky. Someone who is often revered as the risk taker, and they feel like because they're always the do-gooder, or the one that the others look up to, that they're being treated unfairly. I just heard a sound of a balloon popping. I've got music playing in the background on the Disney Channel, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Hold on. Raging Fire. What did I tell you about Fiery? What song is this? I don't even know what this is. What is this on? Crap. Sorry, guys. I don't know what song this is. Why is it not showing me? Dang it! Raging Fire. That's all. Those are the lyrics I heard. But before that, I heard a balloon popping. I don't know where that noise is coming from or what that has to do with anything. Let's go deeper. This is a kid who kind of the child energy that I'm picking up on is kind of like a dark horse in a competition. I don't know where I'm getting that from. Clarify the Ten of Wands, please. What kind of... Yeah, mom again. Mom's got a back plan. Whoever the mother is that I am connecting with, you've got some type of strategy with the way you're disciplining your kid right now, but your kid's onto it. Your kid's onto it because your kid has the same gifts of intuition. Yeah. Your kid has the same gift of intuition and discernment or something to that magnitude. They're picking up on what you're throwing down, Mom. That's why they're mad. They're mad. Here you are, creating all sorts of Mother Empress type energy, okay? And your kid's picking up on everything you're throwing down. You think you've got them where you want them, and the kid is like, no, Mom, I know exactly what you're doing. We've been through this before. And that's why they're angry. They don't feel like they're being heard. Clarify the Six of Pentacles, please. The situation that I am connecting with, I feel like I am connecting with the older child. If there are multiple children, this child is the oldest of a group of kids, maybe the oldest in their class. It's someone who's very smart, very wise, but also a little bit of a rebel. We got the wisdom card. They're getting wise with your discipline, Mom. They're picking up on your discipline. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles. Where's Dad at? What's going on with Dad? Yeah, Dad's caught up in his emotions. Dad is tore up about this. What's going on here? Yeah, okay. Here's Dad. I'm getting Dad's been reprimanded for the way he's raised this kid. Dad, there's been something about, if you're a single father that I'm connecting with, the mother of this child has been all over you on like white on rice about the way you're disciplining, and they're not in alignment with it. But you've been getting better because you've been tuning in with your emotions more and getting connected with that. Could also be because we're going into Libra season, which that season definitely would have a lot to do with those feelings coming through. But I just want to point out this card. Here is this man. Look at the scar on his face. Look at his eye is different than the other. He has been wounded in battle before. However, he is confident in his emotions. He knows who he is. He is looking in the mirror and saying, I can do this. I know how to raise this child properly. And even if you haven't conveyed that yet, there's something about you feel that you have to have some type of a conversation with this child to get them to ease off of being mad at Mom. And I almost feel like there's a disconnect between Mom and Dad. I don't know. There's a disconnect. Clarify. I'm going to shuffle one more time. I'm going to get one more clarification card. Then we're going to go to the angel cards. And then we're going to do a final advice. Tell me if this is resonating with you, please. I want some comments, something, or if I'm connecting with a loved one of yours or a situation going on. There's something about that. Let's clarify the judgment, please. What's this judgment about? Let's go a little bit deeper. Clarify the judgment card with regard to the children and the parents. No, I'm not taking those. Those fell out. Someone has been made to feel like they are a liar. Their integrity has been questioned. Your child feels like their integrity has been questioned, or that they have been called a liar, or that they used to be a liar and now they're telling the truth, but they're still being viewed as a liar. Okay? Clarify the judgment. Integrity came out. The judgment is they've been judged for having lack of integrity. With some type of competition, sport, with the siblings, it's something like that. So let's get some advice. How are we going to heal this situation with regard to this? Possible fire sign child, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but that could just be the energy. Don't get it twisted with the signs. That's just the energy I'm picking up, very passionate. This kid is ticked off. I don't know what you did, Mom or Dad, but the kid is mad. And they're not telling you. If you don't know about it, they're not telling you. Yeah, they're trying to... Hold on. What are the messages, please? Is that it? Is that the only one we're going to throw down? Nope, there's another one. Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on. I just got a few different messages here. What do we got? Okay. How are we going to heal the situation, right? This is what we were talking about. Mom and Dad, stand your ground. You're going to stand your ground. At the same time, you reassure your child that they are safe and that they are feeling normal feelings. It's okay to feel frustrated, but it's time to maybe take a step back and reassess the situation. If you're questioning their integrity, because I am feeling here, the energy that I am connecting with that is a child or adolescent is telling the truth this time, and they've maybe been told they're a liar and something to that capacity. This kid has also, I'm connecting with, I don't know if it's you, Mom, or you, Dad, but someone's been having heavy dreams with regards to possible fireflies, lightning bugs, butterflies, something to that magnitude. And I'm not sure where I'm getting that from, but I think the only thing I can correlate that to is look for some type of confirmation with that, maybe to see if you're on the right path. I always talk about how we really need to look at confirmations and tie that in with you know, if we're connecting with our inner being, if that makes sense. I've talked about this before with signs and synchronicities and how we can kind of tell if we're in alignment with the decisions and the actions that we're doing. So I'm getting that type of feeling. There's someone here that's dreaming something with that. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Could be connected with a possible air sign, parent, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius as well. Okay. Final message from ancestors, passed on loved ones, your spirit guides, your angelic team, your heavenly father, whoever it is that you believe in. This deck here, I always refer to as the advice on how to move forward from this situation with regard to your child that you have in mind here. So what are the messages for the collective? What is the advice from those who you really would go to for advice on how to handle this situation moving forward with this child? This deck never wants anything to flip out. Advice for the collective moving forward with this. Oh. Yeah. Y'all, this is sweet. Dad. Where you at, Dad? High priest in the house. I'm going to tell this story real quick. I came across a dead hawk this week on a walk, and it really, there's a whole backstory to it, and it was a huge confirmation for me. There is a hawk on this card. I'd also like to point out the color of the staff of the wand and the color of this candle. Synchronicities, signs, okay? I'm going to read this card for you. There's something about a fatherly figure coming forward, trying to give you advice. You as a dad need to step into some type of masculine energy. There's something about that. So let's go into the high priest. Let's read this. What is this saying here? Page 40. All right. High priest. Recognize that you have the power to change your life, face your fear, and align with the light. In many traditions, the high priest is a physical embodiment of the divine masculine. He acts as a bridge between worlds and is able not only to divine the future, but to help create it too. He may be a leader in his spiritual tradition and is second to the high priestess, but he is always spiritually connected and disciplined with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. In a reading, this card can represent a spiritual figure, leader, or teacher in your life, or an aspect of your path that has led you to where you are today with regard to your child. An extended message would be you are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept these as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors and loved ones in your life to direct your thoughts and energies toward what you want to grow, heal, and expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. With regard to your child. 33 on the timestamp as I say that. Okay? I hope you all enjoyed this reading. I had a lot of fun with it. Again, I really wanted to do something a little bit different that I had not done yet, and I'm really interested in feedback. So I do warrant and welcome constructive feedback. I will take the good, the bad, and the ugly. Please know if it's really negative and like destructive or rude, I will just straight delete it. But again, thank you so much. I do have the love readings that I will be recording here in the next couple of days. Those will be coming out for love readings October 2019. In the meantime, I've got a couple of other ideas of lessons and videos that we're going to be tapping into into. We're going to go back to some of these energies and some of the other things that we've talked about in the past. But again, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this journey with you. I truly wish nothing but the very best for your children, for any of these kiddos that you have in your heart that really resonated with this message. I pray for all of you and just give you so much love and light moving forward, because these kids are just absolutely amazing, and I just absolutely adore them, I'm sure, just as much as you do. So love, light, and peace. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned. More to come. Love y'all. Bye.